what they're still trying to do.
Yeah.
Right?
They want everyone to be isolated. They want everyone to be stuck in their homes.
I didn't really look up this exact statistic, but I know this is a statistic. So if anybody wants to research it.
Really quick, was there ever a time where you felt like you were just super isolated and you just felt like just depression, just like
Training, and it was very just kind of do our day job, come back, work for 4 hours.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode on the Dynamic Lifestyle Podcast. So, before we get into today's discussion, I just got to give you a quick reminder that you guys need to pay the fee for this show. And again, it has nothing to do with money. I'm not saying to Venmo me or shoot me some crypto, none of that. It's simply just leave us a rating and review on this show. If you found value in it, that's all you got to do. Leave a rating and review, or just share it out on Instagram and Facebook, tag us, and that's how we just reach more people. That's our huge mission here, to just reach more listeners, more ears. And Chris and I hop on every single week for you guys, 2 times a week, and bring you guys value or guests. And there's nothing paid behind this. No paid ads, no patrons, none of that. So please pay the fee. If not, no worries. You could just be like, no, I don't want to pay the fee for this one because this episode was kind of it was kind of whack, or it just sucked, and that's cool. We'll show up next week and maybe you'll pay the fee, right?
It's 100% right.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah. If you
fee.
don't like the show, you don't have to pay the fee. It's okay.
It's a good fee. I love it.
No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
I love it.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about isolation kills and community heals.
Mm-hmm.
That is powerful. I'm going to read that one more time. Isolation kills and community heals.
Yeah.
All right.
So
let's talk about this.
Let me open up with this. 2 things. I didn't really look up this exact statistic, but I know this is a statistic. So if anybody wants to research it, but what happens is when somebody's significant other passes away, usually that person usually tends to pass away within a short period of time right after. And I know this because my grandparents on my dad's side, when he lost his wife, he shortly passed away, maybe a month after.
Yeah, it was very
a month after. But I've heard this before. I know it's a statistic, right? And I think it has to do with loneliness and isolation kills, right? So that's one little thing I wanted to open up with. The second thing I wanted to open up with, the pandemic's isolation and suicide and depression rates. I know there's some statistics on this. Again, I didn't do my research on it, but I know it's a fact. So at least I know that it's a fact, okay? I'm not spitting percentages at you and stuff like that, but I know there's some percentages on this where the pandemic this past 2 years has led to an increase in suicides and depression rates. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, and substance abuse is everything.
Exactly. And what was the number one thing? Isolation.
Yeah.
Isolation, okay? So I wanted to open up with those 2 kind of facts right there, with isolation kills and community heals.
Okay. Really quick, was there ever a time where you felt like you were just super isolated and you just felt like just depression, just I don't know, was there any instance that you could think of?
No, I think just if I look back, obviously there's some times with depression of losing dad.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, there's never been any strict isolation. We've had each other.
Yeah.
I think we've had good friends, our family's been around, stuff like that. Well, I could say there's been isolation in a sense.
Yeah. And the reason I ask this is just because too, entrepreneurism is a very lonely game. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be very lonely and isolating. And I know that a lot of listeners are entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, and yeah, it definitely does get lonely. It could be a lonely sport, but it doesn't have to be. Right. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was going to say is you're right. I think I can remember when me and you moved to San Rafael, lived out there for a couple of years. There was some isolation probably, because it was just you and I pretty much, and that's what we were doing. We were trying to build dynamic duo training, and it was very just kind of do our day job, come back, work for 4 hours, go to the gym. And it was just repeated, and then we just let it all out on the weekends.
I felt more of the isolation when we moved out to LA. Like just being in a little studio,
Oh,
just
yeah.
not knowing anything about it out there, not having any friends, family.
That's true.
That was a lot of isolation.
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
you could even say too, when we moved out here to Texas. like,
Yeah,
the first
but I
couple of
was
months, you know?
more prepared. I had more life experience, more wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, I was a lot more mentally tough
Yeah.
and prepared. So I think I was okay.
Yeah, but that's good though, man, because like it kind of puts some context on what we're going to talk about
Yeah.
with this, because isolation is a real thing, and it can lead to depression, and it can kill, right? And I think that community is that missing kind of ingredient that heals people, right? That brings people together, that fires them up, right? The camaraderie, just the relationships that you build, right? I don't know, you just, the more and more I'm thinking about it just over years, you can't replace community. You just can't. You can't, it's so important, and like right now, it's more important than ever. More important than ever, just because of what this damn pandemic has done.
Yeah, and what they're still trying to do.
And what they're still trying to do.
Yeah.
Right?
They want everyone to be isolated. They want everyone to be stuck in their homes, like robots, consume nothing but like electronics, not get outside, be unhealthy, right? So where it's just they can control everything,
Yeah.
and then people depend on the government.
Yeah.
And that's just what I see. That's my theory.
Yeah. And here's the thing though, like with like finding communities though to heal, there's a caveat, obviously. Obviously there's shitty communities. Obviously there's
Yeah.
amazing, like high quality, excellent type of communities. Those are the ones you want to be in, to be honest, right? But here's the caveat though. It all starts with you attracting amazing people though, right? And the thing is like you have to have an amazing vision first. So you have to be very clear, not this whole like cliche thing, like you have to be crystal clear on your vision and all that stuff, but you have to have a pretty good like idea of your vision of like what you want going forward, right? The next couple of years maybe, you know? And if you get clear on that, like what do you kind of want to do with like your life and like, you know, entrepreneurship, if that's the thing you want to do, you got to get clear on it. That's going to help you attract the amazing people, right? Because you're going to find that tribe that are on that same path, right? And you guys are going to make those alignments, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then another thing too is like you guys have to be around high quality people, you have to be a high quality person yourself, okay?
I love that.
So that's, let me say that again. To be around high quality people, you have to be a high quality person yourself. I know, my bad. I know you're probably like, dude, why did you do that? Just really quick, and we'll be back to that video. I just want you to join our free Facebook group community for health and fitness coaches looking to get more online clients. So just click the link below in the description box, join it absolutely free. We got some cool stuff in there, a lot of videos, do live trainings every couple of months on there. And we got some cool freebies on there. So just make sure to click the link below, join our free Facebook group for health and fitness coaches that want to level up and get more online clients to create more income, impact, influence, and independence. Back to the video.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I just want to interject. It's just like it's the same thing. Like you have to seek a quality life and put in the work for a quality life in order to get that and really have that ripple effect and get people to be around you that are quality.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like the other option is like you put out shit, you seek out a shit life. That's what you're gonna get.
Exactly. And the same thing goes, I'll put it in the context of like, if you're a health and fitness coach and you're seeking a high quality community, well, you need to be a high quality person too. And I'll give you an example with this that I'll be 100% blunt right now. You don't see a button on our website to where it's like anybody, a health and fitness coach, can just get into our accelerator program, right? They have to go through you and then they have to go through me, right? I have to make that decision. Is this person a high quality person that's going to be a high quality addition to our high quality community that we have, right? We have a very tight niche community, but it's because we've attracted that because we're high quality. We're always looking for excellence and trying to up our game and be better, right? And that's what it attracts. And that's what I want to keep building. I don't give a shit about bringing in 1,000 people that are just going to pay me, right, the money, and they're shit quality people. I'm sorry, you know, but I want to sit there and handpick and build this community, and that's how you guys should think too with your guys' businesses.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's crazy, but it's so true though. It really is, and like even too, like that's why, guys, sometimes you have to sit there and put yourself in like other more like more affluent, more prosperous communities. You have to do that just because, number one, it's going to help you level up more. It's going to bring out more quality in your day-to-day actions, and you're going to want to aspire to be around those quality people that are in that radius and environment that you're in. I truly believe that. So there's a lot of like, you know, good things that come out of like, you know, seeking, you know, to be more of a high quality person, right? And it's just that's the outlook you should have, right? Because when you have that outlook of quality, like it means that you hold yourself to a higher standard. And that's one of the most premier things that I look in people is like, where is their standards at? Like, is their standards low or are their standards high? Like, do they tolerate things? Do they just let people walk all over them? Like, do they have good values? Do they have honor? Like, what are they all about, right? Where is their level of standards at? And again, if you don't understand that, that's something you definitely should take into consideration and start applying into your life right now. Because I promise you, if you hold yourself to a higher standard, you demand higher standards from other people around you, whether it's your friends, peers, relationships, whether it's your students, your clients. If you're a business owner, you hold your business and values to a higher standard. What you put out there is what you're going to get.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. I can go for days on this whole section right around this.
Great topic.
Yeah, I know we're kind of getting away from the isolation kills, community heals.
Yeah.
But it's all good, guys. Like, we don't have this all mapped out. Like, we're just speaking from the heart. We really are.
We're just free flowing, spitting some fire.
Yeah. The next thing I want to share with you, this ties in with the high quality people, and it could be high quality community, right? I heard this from his name's Pastor Buddy. So I go to a couples night every single Wednesday, and it's called Elevated Marriages. And I do this, guys, because again, I want a high quality marriage going forward. I want to be around high quality people that are looking to get their marriages better too, right?
It's because you hold yourself to a higher
Because
standard.
I hold myself to a higher standard, right? So here's what he said. If you want to have God-given dreams, you need to get around other godly dreamers. If you want to have God-given dreams, you need to get around other godly dreamers, okay?
That's good.
So again, it ties in with what we're talking about. To be around high quality people, you have to be a high quality person. You really do. And the last thing I'll kind of end with this, and I'm sure Eric has something else to add, is this is from our mentor, Talking More. We're in his program right now, and this is what he says. None of us is as smart as all of us. None of us is as smart as all of us.
That's good.
And that ties in with the community healing right there, right? Too many people are just isolated, running their own shows, doing their own thing, always trying to be better than the other coach out there, trying to one-up them, right? But never does anybody think about being different, or maybe think about getting in alignment with other people, right? And then you guys become one, you become a unit, right? Because none of us is as smart as all of us. If you put a community together, if you have people that have your back, that are like-minded, that are pushing you, motivating you, you become smarter as one unit, because one person doesn't have it figured out. They don't. And as you guys will know, me and Eric, we don't have all the answers as coaches. We're constant students, and we always will be. I'll never sit there and act like I'm on a pedestal where I know all the answers and stuff like that. That's why we bring a community of high quality people that are smart as hell with our health and fitness coaches in our accelerator program, because they all stand as one unit. They all have their backs. And one answer, or all the answers, is way better than just us giving them one answer from our minds on there.
Yeah, I love it. Man, if I had all the answers, I'd probably be a billionaire, right? Instead of ask Alexa or Alexa, ask Eric. But real quick, just to close this up on the community healing part, where think of it like this, guys. Like, what if you had to go to war? Like, what if you had to go to war today for something? Would you rather go to war by yourself or with your tribe or community? Simple. It's very simple. That answer should be, I want to go to war with my people. And that's why community is so important. Like, it's going to heal any bad piece of adversity you're going through, any trauma that you're working through. It's going to be there to heal you, no matter what, because you're going to have those individuals that are quality people, that are thinking bigger, they have higher standards, so they want better for you. They're going to push you. They're not going to tell you, oh, it's okay that you just half-ass this. No, they're going to be like, no, you could do better than that. I know you could do better than that, so do better than that. They're going to push you to become better people and get to new levels. So that's why community is so damn important, especially right now with everything going on in the world, and we don't know what's to come. So the sooner that you can sit there and get out of that isolation mode and get into a better community and start building a community if you're a coach, I promise you, you're going to be ahead of the game going forward.
Yeah. Well said, man. Way to end it. So yeah, if you're a health and fitness coach and you just feel isolated right now, and then you have no community to kind of get your back and heal you, then again, like we've been saying on these podcasts, we invite you with open arms to a 15-minute more clients brainstorm session. That's it. No obligation. We're not going to sell you anything. We just want to try to help you out, see where you're at, see if our community can help you heal, help you get better, help you level up in your business, create more income, impact, influence, and independence, and that's it. So if you're interested in that 15-minute call, go to our Instagram at Chris and Eric Martinez, click the link in the link tree, book your call, and we'll chat it up.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate the ears. Hopefully this message hit home and there was value. If it did, please pay the fee, leave us a rating and review, or share this out on Instagram or Facebook and just tag us in it, and we would greatly appreciate that. Other than that, guys, have a great day, have a great week, and stay blessed.